Hey guys, this is part 9. If you're watching this out of order or it's the first time you're seeing it, head back to the intro, start with part 1, do the personal work, meet you back here. For those of you that are supposed to be here, I'm very proud of you. Every step is super hard, especially now it's only getting harder. So I was thinking, I really hope that you guys are working on one thing and making sure that you are able to do it daily without having to think about it, to where it's kind of just a part of your day. Then move on to the next step. Don't be every day trying to work on all these steps. That's insane. This is a lot of work. It's a lot of work to make these changes, and not just one day decide to change it. To actively make these changes a part of your everyday. I think you have to do something for over 20 something days for it to become a habit. It's going to take work, so don't jump around through these videos. Go back, start with these baby steps, do the work, and then come back, but make sure you're doing the work first. I guess I should have put that in the intro video, but it's too late. I can't, and we don't get hung up on the past. The past is the past. So here we are now. Go back, do the work, one thing at a time, get it down to where it's fluent, to where you're just naturally doing it every day, then move through the steps. Okay, so we're at part 9. Part 9, I have something really hard for you guys to work on. And I don't even know, maybe it's not even gonna be hard for you. You just never know what's hard. It's per person, but it was hard on me because I was used to reacting. If somebody said or did something that I guess I didn't agree with, I would react. And I didn't react well. I told you in my intro video, I wasn't always the best person. And it's almost embarrassing to have to say that I acted in such a manner, because it's definitely not who I am. I'm the furthest from that person. And when I see pictures of myself in the past, I definitely I'm so far from that person. So happy that I did the work, happy that I'm here, happy that you're doing the work, happy that you're here. So let's get to work. The next thing that you have to work on is being kind to somebody in a situation where normally you would react. Staying calm and not making it into something. And I think it's really hard when somebody's in front of you and they're saying something that emotionally starts triggering you, which we'll get into the emotional work later. I still believe that there needs to be baby steps, and then we, have to get through these baby steps and learn to trust ourselves and see that each of these steps are positive changes, because then you're kind of more willing to do the harder work. So being kind to somebody who may not deserve your kindness back. And I mean, honestly, they probably need it the most. And I'm not judging anybody. I just feel so sorry for people who are walking around being ugly and mean and unkind. The way you act is a reflection of yourself and how you feel inside. So if someone's walking around being mean and ugly and nasty and unkind, then that's how they feel inside, which really makes me sad for them. I just want to be come to the light. Come, follow me, I'll show you how. But that's the thing, is you have to put in the personal work yourself. Even if there's somebody that you love and you know how to fix them, you can't fix somebody. Only they can put in the work to find the happiness within themselves. I know, it's crazy, right? But true. So even when someone's in front of us and they may be doing something that is emotionally triggering us, we still have to think about what is happening. How should I react? How should I respond? And then respond. I've definitely recently been still dealing with this. I work with patients, and even to this day, sometimes things happen where I react a certain way. And when it's said and done, like honestly, I wish that I would have reacted differently. And not that I treated them bad, but I still could have took a higher road. So that's why I say I still have work that I'm doing on myself. I don't think working on yourself ever really ends. I don't know. I'm still in it. So anyways, glad you guys are along with me on my journey though. We're going to heal together. So for example, I had to work in Phoenix. I got up at like 3 in the morning. I left by 3:30 in the morning, drove all the way into Phoenix, like 2.5 hours, worked 10 hours, drove back 2.5 hours in traffic. I just wanted to stop at Ulta. Then I had one of the employees literally walked up to me and asked to see the items in my hand. I gave them over, like wondering like what is happening. I've been in Ulta so many times and I've never had anything like this happen to me. So I hand him my products and he starts doing a personal review of every single one of my products. It was kind of funny. It was so out of place. I was almost like, is this even real life? But he looks at my product and he's like, moisturizer. My next product was the exact same product. Moisturizer. And then gets to my third product, which thank goodness, because I don't think he's used those moisturizers. Not because I'm judging, but because he didn't seem to have anything to say about them, you know? So he gets to this other product and he starts giving me like his personal review on it. And I just wanted to be like, and it's almost like the bad, the good, you know? I wanted to be like, leave me alone. I'm tired. I just want to get my things. Like, why are you stopping me? I know this isn't policy. Like, there is so many things I could have said, but as like I was thinking, like my mind was wanting to say these things, I was like, if I say those things, I'm gonna hurt his feelings. Maybe he felt comfortable enough to go up to me and maybe he felt I looked sad because I was tired. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to brighten my day. Like, I don't know what he was doing really, but I know that if I would have responded, like my mind was trying to get me to respond, I would have definitely hurt his feelings and he would have been stuck on that shift, like having like a really bad night, and it would have been my fault. There would have been a negative created and that negative would have came back to me. So I said nothing. I let him do his review. I smiled. I said thank you, nothing more, even though I could have carried on the conversation because what he was talking about actually has to do with what I do every day for my job. So kind of funny how that works. But I said thank you, and as I was walking away, he wished me a happy Mother's Day. I smiled. I walked off. I didn't hurt his feelings. I just left it alone. I bought a drink at Arby's and it was a drink. And the guy was like, do you want sauce with that? I 100% know that he's just used to saying that. I could have said something smart. I could have embarrassed him. I chose not to. So every day I'm making active choices when maybe my mind tries to be unkind and I'm still actively being like, no, I want to be kind. Like, I'm going to take the higher road. So slow down. Think about how you're going to react when you come into a situation where normally you would react. And it's okay if you still have work to do with that. Just keep actively every day working toward being able to control your emotion in a situation that's not easy to control your emotions. You can do it.